What if coming home to yourself doesn't look like a soft landing at all? What if it feels like walking back into a house you designed for everyone but you, and realizing that the architect has been missing from her very own blueprint? What if? All right. So great to be here today. So happy to see you all. Today, we're talking about the architect's homecoming. And the reason being is this one hits close to home. I'm just going to share that. This one hits close to home. And I'll be talking about one of our avatars, Maya, and her lived experience. So Maya is that woman who is the beacon of success on LinkedIn, posting those beautiful wins from her home office that looks like a magazine spread. Everyone looks at her. She's the brave one, the one who actually escaped the W-2 grind to build her own room. To the world, she's a landmark. But I know that inside, she feels like an empty room. That part. And I know many of you out there relate to her and how she is living life. Your business is making money, but the joy is gone. You traded the corporate emotional tax for bone deep loneliness. You are the CEO, you are the intern, you are the bookkeeper, and you are spending 80% of your time on the very tasks that drain you. You built a room for yourself, but you accidentally architected a new, more beautiful cage than the one you left behind. You're in a capacity crisis. And today we aren't just talking about business systems. We're talking about your homecoming. I want to tell you more about Maya. Maya is 48. She's brilliant and she's tired. She is when I say a brand alchemist. She can spin a client's jumble story into pure, resonant gold. But she lost her own story. She misses hosting Sunday dinners, not just for the food, but for the feeling of her grandmother's kitchen. Since she lost her mom and her grandmother, those dinners were her link to that matriarchal space. Now her dining room is silent. And that silence isn't peace. It is a profound loss. She's too exhausted to watch the shows she used to love, especially ones with those strategies, solving problems. And we can go on for days. But now, those shows are just background noise to drown out the 3 a.m. terror that her quote unquote safe business is actually a high stakes gamble with her health. But Maya has a secret superpower. She's the woman who did the hard foundational slab by slab work for forgiving a father who had disappeared when she was a child. She knows how to deconstruct the foundation of grief and rebuild it into peace. Maya, if you can architect peace with your past, you can architect a business that actually serves your life. You just need the right building code. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Maya doesn't need to be told what to do. She's a master at it. She needs to know how to operate. So just with a few minor adjustments. So here are things that I do with my clients. And honestly, these are things that I did for myself. And if you haven't figured out, each one of the avatars I talk about and share have a little bit of me in it. So like each time it hits home deep. And all I can do is share it with you. So when we look at how to operate, the first thing that we all need to do is go back to the no list, the architect's no list. Because you can't build a legacy while you are acting as the primary fuel for the current engine, which ain't working. What are the tasks you are going to demolish this week to create space for your genius? Create space for you to actually get done what you need to get done for your business. Write it down. What are you like? Yo, I really could use help on. Yo, this is really draining my soul. It's draining my battery. Like I'm losing my creative edge. What is it? Let's get to the heart of it. What is one thing that you're going to demolish this week? This number 2, we got to just do an audit for ourselves. We have to look at our numbers. And it's hard. I know. But we're going to have to look at the numbers with honesty. Is your revenue actually supporting your soul? Or is it cannibalizing it? Are you getting what you hoped and intended out of starting this business? Or is what you're bringing in or the work that you're doing actually taking away from the joy you expected in running your own? And number 3, you've been trying to build an empire all by yourself. Hello. You can't build an empire alone. You need a council. You need a group of allies. You need them to provide the strategic support you no longer have from your elders. Like, this is the hard truth. Mom, granny, like they were it. They were your go-to. But you have people in your life who will happily be strategic supports and happily put up the mirror. Call me. I'm always happy to put up a mirror. But I will tell you, I will own and acknowledge if that mirror belongs to me too. You spent your life building sanctuaries for everybody else. It's time you use that same architectural genius to build a home for your own soul. We fought too hard to build these rooms to end up feeling like prisoners in them. We need to be architects, not just the chief intern of our own dreams. You need to build a structure that can hold both the blueprint, the systems that make you the money, and the soul, the joy that makes you you. I created a specific diagnostic for this, especially as we transition years. And those, you know what? Depending on when you're listening to this, maybe it's a transition of quarters, or maybe you're starting your new year now. You got companies where their fiscal year starts in July. So therefore, why can't yours? Well, you need to set up the proper structures, but that's another conversation. But you get what I'm saying. But the diagnostic I'm sending that I have available in the show notes, get your email ready, plug it in, grab it, is the Solopreneurs Annual Reset. It's not more work. It just helps you do a site survey of your life. And the reset specifically hones in on what are the things that you no longer need to go into the next season. Just saying, it's that starting point. And it's going to help you extract the wisdom that came out of the last season so that you don't accidentally rebuild your old corporate cage with a new logo. Nobody wants that. And it helps you identify where your energy is leaking. Because, girl, let me tell you, you've already proven that you can secure the bag, that you can land the landmark, that landmark client. Now, let's make sure you architect a business that actually feels like a homecoming. So The kettle is on. Let's get to work. Thank you, and look forward to speaking with you next time.
Have a question you want me to deconstruct at the drafting table? Go to asktiana.online/ask and leave me a voice note. Thank you so much for joining me at the drafting table. Remember, this is more than a podcast. It's a community of architects, and we are all building together. So you do not have to build alone. Until next time, keep building.